your one-line pitch or elevator pitch for Vidsee then?
Back then, is it?
And how has that evolved?
Yeah, back then was really, wow. It was really showcasing stories from Asia. I think in that sense that there were existing platforms that were doing well, showcasing like more global content as well. So we thought the spin around Asia would be interesting. We also knew that at that point in time, Asia was rising, but it wasn't rising at the point where, you know, Korean content has kind of like propagated. So it was still very early at that stage, right? I think it started off with that. But over time, I think on one of your questions, you asked me about what drives the purpose, right? Over time, I realized that it wasn't about just giving people the access to like Asian films. I realized that over time as I was building, I was actually helping filmmakers sustain their livelihood, find jobs. Apart from getting their films watched, I think that numbers can correlate back to them finding opportunities to turn their ideas into something bigger, TV show, or something that broadcaster or Netflix can come in to fund. I think over time, that journey shifted. I think for me, it's not just, go watch amazing stories, right? But to a point where, wow, livelihoods are there. There's a business there. We can sustain stories being told from Asia. A project to empower the storytellers. And then from there, it became sharper in terms of trying to find ways to equip the creators to grow.
Lovely, man. I think you're looking at it from an ecosystem, creating careers, creating roles, building the industry in that sense.
Yes.
Right? It's like industry development kind of view.
And I didn't know what it was back then, but yes, it was.
Yeah, industry development, right? And you worked with a bunch of different like filmmakers across the region. What was your relationship like with them? Just curious, because like, in Thailand, in Singapore, Malaysia, I don't know which other countries that, you worked with. What was their, across Vietnam,
Iran.
Really amazing.
Across.
So I would love to understand like what was the relationship like with different filmmakers across the different key things. Are there like stories or learnings that really stuck out to you as you spoke with some of these filmmakers?
I think at the end of the day, we were living at a point of time where local stories, personal stories, I think from filmmakers, have a global platform to share. And I think that was super powerful. And I think it also allowed me a window into worlds and environments that you don't get to see, right? Because a tourism ad, for example, will always show the shiny side of the country. But at the same time, you don't get behind to the people, behind the doors to the stories, right? I love the fact that with technology and with the platform, it allows us to give every story. And I always see storytellers or filmmakers as storytellers of their own small community. So surfacing that out and sharing that to the world is beautiful. And I've always called the platform a mixing pot, right? It's a mixing pot of ideas. It's a mixing pot of culture that someone coming in can pick up like a salad bowl almost, right? It's mixes. Everyone has their own almost flavor to it as well. You taste that flavor. And I think that was what we were trying to present, I think, to the world.